Hey everybody, Dr. Turpeau here, Black America's Love Doctor, answering questions about love and relationships and other matters. So let's get into the question for this evening, shall we? Before we do that, just want to remind everybody to please, if you like these videos, please like them and share them. Send them to someone that you think might be that might benefit from some of these videos. That would be a good way to serve others. That you hear something that you think might benefit and share that with them and forward it to them. Also, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and check out my website, blacklovedoctor.com. All right, thank you. So let's get into the question for this evening. And she says, Dear Dr. Turpeau, I'm a young college student who has recently gone through heartbreak. I was involved with a young serviceman for 2 years who decided to marry another woman. This has truly affected how I feel about men and trust. How can I get over this hurdle? All right, viewers. So let me just welcome you to the club of the heartbroken. And sometime in most people's lives, they experience heartbreak. And so now it's your turn, and you have become a member of the heartbroken. You're in college now, and maybe you may or may not have experienced this, but now is about the time that people actually start becoming a member of this club of being heartbroken. Heartbreak is an interesting term. I think it's a very appropriate, precise term because a lot of times at the end of a love relationship or a grieving or any type of relationship, it literally physically feels like your heart is actually breaking inside of you. And so it's a very apropos term, and I think people can definitely relate to that feeling. It can actually show up and manifest itself physically, that the pain and the grief, the bereavement actually feels that way. So your situation, G.I. Joe has left you, and you need to just go ahead and accept that. He's leaving you for someone else, another woman, and just go ahead and let your feelings out. That's how you can cope with it. Just go ahead and experience your feelings. Don't deny your feelings, because what will happen if you deny your feelings, it'll take longer to get over them. So you just want to go ahead and let your feelings flow. You want to go up to your room by yourself somewhere where nobody else is around. You want to cuss. Go ahead. Yell, scream, cuss, cry. Whatever you're feeling, go ahead and experience those feelings. Okay, and the sooner you do this, the sooner you can actually move on with your life to better things. So again, do not deny your feelings. There's an old saying, denied gods become demons. So you want to actually let those feelings process, get through them so that they don't show up and manifest in other unhealthy ways. And if you go ahead and let these feelings flow, then it won't take as long, versus if you deny, it will take longer for you to get through these things and to move on. So some other tips, go ahead and say goodbye to him, and to yourself, if not literally, just to yourself, just say goodbye. And actually, one of the things that I have found that is helpful for a lot of people is to have a ritual, a goodbye ritual, a private ritual where you actually say goodbye to your old boyfriend, and you just kind of wish him a good life in this ritual. And there's different ways you can do that. One way that I recommend, that I've done before, and that a lot of my clients I recommend, is to gather up all the memorabilia, things that he's given you, that stuffed animal, or things that trigger memories of him. Gather up all these things and put it in a bag or put it in a box. And when you do this, put it somewhere. If you're not ready to do it yet, you can put it in a closet and hold on to it for a little while. But when you're ready to move on, break out that box, break out that garbage bag, and create a little ritual where you throw the whole bag away, or throw it away piece by piece after you memorize it, or start a fire in your fireplace, throw it away in your fireplace, or outside or somewhere where you can actually burn all these items. And this is a ritual that actually helps you get through this stage in your life to move on. So that's another thing that you can do, is to create a ritual, a goodbye ritual. And once you do this, you can go on with your life, and then I would recommend that you no longer communicate with him. Don't have any contact with him, don't interaction with him because every time you do that, you rewind the DVD. You will just keep going over and over, and it takes you longer and longer to move on. So one of the best ways to move on with somebody is to no longer have any contact. It's a clean slate. Get rid of them and stop trying to be friends and all this other stuff. That just makes you linger long and not long. So just go ahead and move on. No more contact. Clean cut, and stop wallowing around by trying to hold on to that relationship. So you do not have to wait. Do not wait on him. Maybe one day down in the future you all could be together, but you need to immediately, first thing is to have nothing to do with him. But do not wait on him, because you deserve to be happy now. He's going on with his life and he found someone to be happy with. Now it's your turn to find somebody to be happy with. Maybe one day he'll recognize the errors of his ways, but you do not have time to be waiting on him. So the best revenge is to be happy. That can be your best revenge. If you're upset with him, go ahead and be happy in your life and find that happiness with a new person. You deserve to be happy. He's found somebody, so you shouldn't be sitting around pining away over him and being obsessed and worshiping him. Find somebody that will make you happy now or sooner. And also make sure that you do not, which I heard in your statement, trusting men, make sure you do not blame other men for his behavior. This is called stereotyping, when we have an experience with a person that belongs to a certain group and we want to make the whole group do that. All men are not dogs. Okay, and we as black people know that the dangers and the how it's negative to be stereotyping people, because we've been victims of being stereotyped. That all black people do this, they all do that, they don't have this, they don't do that. Don't stereotype. Just because you had a negative experience with a man doesn't mean that all men are like this. Now, you do need to be aware from that experience. You can have your eyes more open, but do not stereotype and say that all men are a certain way because of one experience that you've had. There are nice guys out there, and you can experience them. There are some nice guys who will actually appreciate you. So you just have to stay open. Keep open to experiencing people, and don't shut down your heart. Okay, don't build these strong walls around your heart. So just be open to experience new people. And as long as you do that, you're going to be in a healthy place. So keep it open, and eventually love will be all yours as long as you don't shut down and cover your heart. Okay, so that would be my suggestions for you as you try to move on and find love again. I will end with a quote from Alfred Lord Tennyson when he said, "Better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all." Okay? Harmonious wishes. Bye.